Alright, hello and welcome to week 7 of NSTL. I am Gross DFP up against Trog, who is actually one of my close friends who invited me to the league. Yeah, we go way back at Gen 4, man, like this old Pokemon forum. I actually met him a few times in real life, hung out a few times, yeah. He's good, all around good guy. We've been preparing each other's teams the entire time, like until today, until this round. And this is a bit of a strange round because we always just bounce ideas off each other for what spice we want to bring and stuff like that, so I feel like I have a decent idea of his kind of playstyle. I know he has a good idea of my kind of playstyle, so I made a few strange choices. The thumbnail is a Scarf Dragonite because that was kind of my Hail Mary decision to set him off, catch him off guard. I know that a lot of his Pokemon after they either like to set up or his Gyarados, his Zygarde both loved setting up. Cloyster loved setting up, but also could start off as a Scarf lead with a skill link, which would, of course, destroy Dragonite and Mimikyu and, well, of course, Landorus as well. So I predicted those few might be fast. Latias is already fast, Metro's already fast. So I thought if I make it Scarf, it's the last thing I'll expect, and I can do some damage with Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. So hopefully that'll come in handy. But that's actually my plan to lead with it. But as I see his team, I realize that Venusaur was actually the better play the entire time, since his most likely lead strategies were Nectric and Cloyster, and Venusaur doesn't really care about either of them. And he has he has nothing that can resist, nothing that will be able to avoid my Sleep Powder unless he's Overcoat with Cloyster, which I can't imagine him doing because of my Disguise and Multiscale. So yeah, I'm just going to lead with Venusaur, Sleep Powder from the beginning, and see what happens. Pretty much no matter what he does, is my plan. And alright, let's get started. Pretty much goes as expected. He probably goes for the Volt Switch, which is fine. I don't really care much. Take almost nothing from that. Go for the Sleep Powder. Everything's going according to plan. Hope we don't miss. He brings it in, and oh my god, what does that item even do? I've never seen that. So apparently safety goggles means that powder moves, those just don't do anything to you. And that's a really good bring. He knows me well, and that's going to fuck me over a bit. But as with the previous games, I know that Latias can't really do too much. Most Latias sets can't really do too much to Bronzong, especially bulky bronze like what I brought. So I'm going to bring mine in. It's going to take nothing from this Psychic. I'm just going to go for, I think, Stealth Rocks next, because Rocks is always good. And I'm actually Heat Proof instead of Levitate, so I'm going for the Earthquake here. He's probably Shuka, but doesn't hurt to try. And yeah, Shuka's gone, so he has no items left. He's probably going to switch out to something. But he brings in Manectric, which is weird, because that's also weak to Earthquake, but Intimidate does affect me a bunch, because I'm not running any attack investment, I just brought it for coverage. And another thing about this Bronzong is I actually didn't bring Gyro Ball on this, because I figured that anything that's really fast is going to resist it, so I brought I brought Iron Head instead, because he also has Tapu Bulu, which he didn't bring, but I know it's very slow, and I figured that you'd probably make it a minus speed nature zero speed investment if you brought it. So Iron Head probably did more damage in that situation if it came up, but it doesn't come up anyway. So Flamethrower does nothing. I'm Heat Proof. Go for the Toxic. And that's nice. Here I think he's going to switch out, so I go into Landorus, or not switch out, but I think he's going to try to switch over the Volt Switch, so I kind of just cut that off. So I know that he's going to take a lot of damage, he's rarely able to switch it anymore. And Bronzong comes back in, takes nothing to Hidden Power Ice. So that's all according to plan, going great. Go for I leave another Toxic here, because I know he's going to switch out. And that lands, so like Gyarados is not long for this Earth. I go to Vaporeon, predicting a Waterfall or something that won't not be super effective. It doesn't do too much. So I just go for the Wish here because I don't know what he's going to do, but Wish is good. And this apparently was a roll. Apparently he had a chance of killing me. He said in Aftermatch was about a 50% chance, which against maxed HP max defense, which is what I am, so got a bit lucky there. He wasted a Z move, and I'm going to get everything back from Wish. I'm not going to risk him staying for the kill. I'm just going to protect here. And here I realized I made a terrible mistake when the team builder. I really should have put Ice Beam on this, but I did not do that. So I go for the Scald here, predicting him to go for a substitute, because I know that he knows that I run Toxic on this a lot. But apparently he's a Lumberry, he said, as I learned after the battle. And Bowser is going to kill, of course. And since I know this thing can sweep my team unless I do something now, I bring Mimikyu. And in his commentary, he mentioned that one of the possible plays I'm doing here is going for Swords Dance and then Shadow Sneak. And I really should have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that. I also really should have brought the Ghost EMZ instead of the Mimic EMZ because it hits his entire team, whereas right now he's a Heatran. But yeah, if I go for I go with the play rough here and hoping that doesn't miss, because if it misses I would just lose. But yeah, if I just went for the Swords Dance with Shadow Sneak, I'd have a more powerful Mimikyu in the future, and I would not have to worry about missing. So misplay on my part, in many ways. And but I will be able to take it out, which means it doesn't get to sweep me, which is always good. Mimikyu is always helpful, even if it doesn't, not a reliable sweeper. So here, I know that Shadow Claw is not going to do much, and I don't really have a very good switch in. I could switch in Bronzong, but yeah, I should have switched in Bronzong here. But I know that I don't have a Disguise anymore, so Mimikyu is not as good, not as safe of switching in the future as much as I'd like it to be. So I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance here, try and get as much damage. Hopefully he'll predict me to do something and not go for the Flash Cannon. You go for the Swords Dance, and you see that he does go for the Flash Cannon, and that is enough to kill me even with my bulk investment. So I'm going to bring in Calarician, and I go for the Substitute here, and I realize that I made another bad move of my team building. I played my last 2 rounds against Megalatios, so I just kind of saw this and was like, oh, it's going to be a Mega. I definitely can't knock off it. But I can knock off it, because it's just a regular one. It has safety goggles. So instead of knockoff, I put Sludge Wave on this, and I really should have gone with the mixed set, but I did not. So I do have the substitutes, so I am going to be able to get an attack on it next turn, but it's only going to be a Sludge Wave, which does 40-ish%, which isn't bad, but it's not a good situation. So Bronzong's in, and here's when I should mention that there's an issue, an error on his part. He forgot. So if he remembered this, I would probably have lost. So we both made some mistakes. I made clear, like already going. I made some mistakes, and this is his mistake. He put Shadow Ball on this like right before a battle, and he forgot about that when we're actually in the battle. So right now, even though Latias has been kind of walled by Bronzong in the past, it does have good coverage move, which wouldn't have killed me probably because I'm very especially bulky, but it would not have allowed me to stay and just wall it as I am right now. So yeah, he still doesn't remember that right now. So he goes to Gyarados, sacrifices it, which is good for me. I don't have to worry about Gyarados. I mean, he could have possibly spun it away. Goes into Cloyster here, which there's no real good reason why. He goes into Manectric here, which doesn't seem like it's that good against me, but that minus attack nature is going to mean that my Earthquake against Heatran is a bit of a roll. I don't know the exact odds, but it's not nearly as guaranteed anymore. And here's the Earth Power. That's gonna kill me definitely. And yeah, you see, due to that Intimidate, I'm not able to get the kill on Heatran with this Bronzong, which is a pain. So now I'm just switching to Landorus, and I know that this means I'm not able to get more switches later with Dragonite. So here, he probably thinks he has the game, and he'll be mostly right if I had a normal Dragonite set. But here, I bring in my Secret Spice, my Scarf Dragonite. So here, there's an obvious path to victory. If I go for Draco Meteor, the first one will definitely kill his Latias. The second one at -2 will be able to kill his Cloyster. Unfortunately for me, I didn't realize that at the time, and for some reason at the time I thought that Cloyster was not 4x resistant to ice types, and B, that Venusaur was bulky as hell and would be able to survive a +2 Icicle Spear. We will see why I'm an idiot. So Ice Beam does get the kill, and I chose Ice Beam, like I said. And yeah, Cloyster's in, and that does nothing. Well, Shell Smash goes off. I'm not fast in that anymore. That's gonna kill me in one hit, and in comes the Venusaur. And even with, I'm not even max defense as he thought it might be, and it can't even take 4 of them completely. So that's gonna be the game. Good game, Trogdor. You definitely prepped me on that one. Yeah, so it was a very intense game. That's my first loss in League so far. Well played. We did have our choke moments with like the Latias and me and the Dragonite, but yeah, there was a lot of good predictions that were going around back and forth. There was no like moments of like pure like. There were a few moments where we made questionable choices, but overall we made some good moves, and it was difficult. I think we were both trying to get each other's heads, which is difficult because we like do that a lot just to like play test and stuff like that. So it was a very intense battle regarding preparation for this, and this is not a really good way considering we just already like know each other's play styles so well. So yeah, I think this puts. I'm still currently leading the league. Even there was no one that I was the last one defeated, and now my differential I think is still the best. Oh, still at the top. I just because this is 1-0. So I believe he's in second in our division though. But I do know that we are in the same division, so it might come very well might come down to us in the playoffs as long as we both manage to continue doing very well in future games, which I think he can. I think I think he's pretty good at the game. I think I may have just been having dumb luck so far, but we'll see. So yeah, my next game, I can't remember the name of the team right now, but they're a pretty good team, and they've been doing very well, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, they're the team that drafted the Tapu and the Lilam Raichu, so gonna have some spice against me. It's gonna be a bit difficult to prepare for. Well, see you next week. DFB